Hello, my name is Stephanie Webster, and I am a first-year student at Georgia Tech. Communication is an essential part of life, and we are often faced with challenges that are manifested through nonverbal communication. I personally have experienced difficulties with this particular mode of communication, especially my senior year of high school. After auditioning for the school's annual play, I landed one of the lead roles. I was therefore thrust into a whole new world of acting, a world I was very unfamiliar with. I had no previous experience with acting, so I committed myself to learning my lines and memorizing where to stand on stage and when to come on. I quickly realized, however, that acting is so much more than just reciting lines. During rehearsals, my director repeatedly told me that even though I had my lines down perfectly, I wasn't giving life to the character. My acting was incredibly dry, and I was just standing rigidly on the little X marked on stage. I was practically a robot, lacking humanity. I then understood that in order to properly portray a character as accurately, and more importantly, as realistically as possible, a good actor must be able to communicate with the audience non-verbally. Tone of voice, hand gestures, and facial expressions are essential to giving a character a personality. And in order to make this personality convincing to the audience, the actor must understand how his or her body language is interpreted by the audience. The same is applicable to day-to-day communication. People are constantly using cues from facial expressions to tone of voice to better understand the message conveyed. The challenge is figuring out how to use nonverbal communication in order to accurately portray your thoughts and feelings, because body language can frequently be misinterpreted. For example, I tend to laugh in more serious circumstances that I feel uncomfortable in. While most people think I'm being rude or contemptuous, I actually laugh as a coping mechanism to deal with the distress of the situation. So, how do I fix this miscommunication? How do I overcome this challenge? The answer is this: study people. Watch them and find patterns in nonverbal communication and learn from those patterns. Smiles are a universal sign of joy and happiness. By tuning in to how people display their thoughts and emotions through their body language and tone of voice, one can understand how to apply those patterns to his or her own habits of nonverbal communication. And if all else fails, orally explaining specific behaviors of nonverbal communication is another way of fixing the problem of misinterpretation. Thank you so much for your attention and have a wonderful day.